good, y'all? This your boy Black at G92. Now for today, after being occupied the past couple days and nights of just doing stuff, kicking it, quality time with friends and family, we're gonna do a reaction to this brief 1 minute and 17-second clip that I ran across on Facebook. I watched little bits and pieces of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing through. And of course, as you see on the thumbnail, it's the CBS Mornings interview with, CBS Mornings with Gayle King of all people, and Megan Thee Stallion do an interview on her channel, which, depending on if you kept track of, like, not only just with Gayle King's moves, aside from her amazing interview with R. Kelly, if you pay attention to how she moved, as well as Oprah Winfrey, they always got something up their sleeve. You know what I mean? They're just not trusted. You know what I mean? Those two are not to be trusted. Period. Like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Some of it takes this come off as laughable and just head scratching. You know what I mean? So, and of course, knowing Megan Thee Stallion's whole deal with the shooting that happened in 2020 that involves her and Tory Lanez, and Megan Thee Stallion is the victim in the situation, and Tory Lanez is the accused shooter. But there's been, but more so recently, there's been some sort of inconclusive evidence that couldn't prove whether or not Tory Lanez was the person that pulled the trigger, because they looked at the gun residue and the DNA test couldn't find no conclusion on that end. So we really don't know what really happened still, in spite of what the public says and what Megan Thee Stallion has said since the case broke out, like more so weeks after, when she went on that IG live and mentioned his name as the person that shot her in the foot. At first, people said it was her feet, now it said her foot. So yeah, so aside from all that, as far as his name being mentioned as the shooter, as alleged shooter, whatnot, we don't really know what really happened, because there's been other people that was involved in this situation, like Megan's friend, who was also messing with Tory Lanez early, like before he got with Megan Thee Stallion. So this adds some extra dynamics to it. So it's like they should wondering, like, who really pulled the trigger. So that's where I'm at this point. Like, cause at first, like most of everyone else, I was on the side of Megan Thee Stallion, whatever, when she like accused Tory Lanez of being the person that shot her or whatnot, because we didn't know too much of all the details, except Tory Lanez may have been the one with the gun and whoop-de-doo. But like I said before, more details came out that perhaps may clear him of said charges. You know what I mean? Maybe it's someone else that had the gun, and who knows? Because how it all. I'm gonna let Megan Thee Stallion explain it, because hey, she was there, and because she was the person one of the people there, as well as Tory and a few other people that was in the car leaving from Kylie Jenner's party, because that's where the whole thing started. Like, that was at Kylie Jenner's party, and apparently Megan Thee Stallion, according to this story when it first broke out, like Megan Thee Stallion got in her feelings when she saw Tory Lanez, making moves on Kylie, and because I mentioned this earlier. Like, Tory and Megan Thee Stallion had a little thing going on, and of course, Megan's friend was fucking Tory Lanez first, and like Megan and her buddy are cool. So yeah, from my understanding, that's not something you don't do. Like, don't do is mess with your friend's lover. You know what I mean? Friend's lover, boyfriend, boo thing. Like, shit, that's just one of the things that you just don't do. Hey, this is the industry for you, though. Folks, we sleep with the same person, same 10 people. But I'm going to let Megan Thee Stallion give her side of the story on this interview, which there's been some changes as far as details, of course, and what to like. But I'm going to go ahead and just watch this.
There was an argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time.
Okay.
But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to
right.
the way that it did.
So I get out the car, and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, "Dance, bitch." And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh, my God.
This the fact that she said, I mean, it's not the fact that it's like that she said "dance, bitch," whatever, but just the whole phrase itself is kind of just, kind of funny. It's now, if it actually was said, of course, there's nothing lighthearted about it, but the phrase "dance, bitch" outside of that context is like kind of laughable, like if it, in another context. But if that was said, then that's just fucked up. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, I guess, and this is what let me go ahead and play this back real quick.
This man screaming, he said, "Dance, bitch." And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh, my God. Like, he shot a couple of times. And I was so scared.
So is he in the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window shooting.
Over the window.
And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, because I'm like, oh, my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's, like, super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
Well, she seemed very distraught. She seems very distraught giving that statement. I might have to wait till the entire interview comes out because this is just like a 1 minute, 17-second clip. I'm not going to say too much about, add more to it, because I'm sure there's other channels that have already gave their takes on it. Because if you want like more details on the whole situation with Tory and Megan Stallion incident, I do advise check out other channels as well. Because they've already done did a number on it since it began, 2 years on and counting. But based on what I've seen so far, she does seem shooken up. And now, as far as how genuine it is, I'm gonna let y'all decide on that. I mean, I got no dog in the fight because, like I said before, at first I kind of had in my mind that maybe Tory Lanez was guilty at off rip. But then after seeing other people that was involved in the situation, that were close to the people, started saying other things. I was like, I don't know about this one. And then contradictory statements that Megan Thee Stallion has also said, and how she going about this, going after people by just simply reporting was being said in the courts. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know, but I'm on neither side. I'm on neither side on this. And I'm just gonna let the courts and the legal teams of both parties handle all that. You know what I mean? That's just where I'm at this point. Because you got Megan Thee Stallion's side and you got Tory Lanez side, and the truth is somewhere in the middle. And we just all waiting for that verdict, the final verdict, and the trial to this begin. You know what I mean? So we could get this whole thing just done, wrapped up, and just buried. You know what I mean? It's been dragged for 2 years. So I might check out the entire interview once it comes out. Even though, like I said, I don't really care for Gayle King like that. You know what I mean? I really don't care about her, especially after she did that interview, insinuating something about Kobe Bryant when the man is dead. You know, right after, and his body was even cold in the ground. She just wanted to do a whole interview trying to ask one of his close friends who was in the WNBA about this old ass case. From 2003, that's already been settled and everything. And by all accounts, Kobe was not found guilty or convicted. You know what I mean? So for Gayle King to do that, it's I'm good on her. You know what I mean? I'm good. And not to mention, like I said before, the shadiness her and Oprah Winfrey just exude. You know what I mean? You just don't know what to think of them two. You know what I mean? And the fact they took pictures with Harvey Weinstein, the serial rapist of Hollywood, before that's currently locked up in prison for committing those crimes, as he should. But before he got locked up, and I'm sure Gayle King and Oprah knew about them, but it didn't stop them from being buddy up with the guy. So again, for those reasons, on this, always going to be suspicious of those two. But anyway, this is my reaction. You want me to react to more any short clips of these sort of situations, or like wrestling videos, music videos, songs, movie clips, movie trailers, countdowns, analysis videos? Be sure to post them in the comment section below. And when this is your first time watching this reaction video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button. And this is your first time, I already said that earlier, but anyway, you can follow me on my social media accounts, which we posted in the description box below. So this is your boy Black G92, about to sign off. Holla at your boy. Peace.